Okay, so what I've done here is I have a Second Sound UniSyn, and what this does is I purposely bought it specifically for the pitch out. Um, so what this does is I can plug microphone or guitar or whatever. I have an electric guitar plugged into it right now, and what I can do with that is have the pitch out go to one of my modules that makes noise to the voltage per octave input. And so this is the 2 HP bell. So for the 2 HP bell, I also have the gate of my guitar going to that. So it'll get triggered every time there's a spike. So like if I pluck a string, it'll get triggered. And then I also have, when I pluck a string, the gate will come out and it will go to my ADAC. It is a ADAC 403. And what this is a clock source. So I am having this go into the tap/ping of my clock source, and it's going to tap tempo a time. But since I'm playing guitar, the tap tempo is going to be, whatever rhythm I happen to be playing on the guitar, which can be pretty dynamic. So if I'm playing 16th notes, this thing might spike and give bursts of, a faster time signature, but it should all stay, along the same lines of what I'm playing. So that's doing that, and then what I'm using this for is, first I have it going into this Erica Synth MIDI-CLK, because coming straight out of this into the LFO that I'm having it go into is too slow. And same with, I have it going to my Pulsar-23. So I'm using the Erica Synths. I have a multiplier on the clock source coming out of the ADAC. So like I said, one's going into the Quad LFO, and the other one is going into the Pulsar-23. Pulsar-23, it's hitting the clock for that. What else do I have going on here? The one noise that you're going to hear is coming from the bass module of the Pulsar-23, which is being triggered by this new toy that I have. So this is an ADAC 601, and the ADAC 601 is an 8-band voltage controlled fixed filter bank. So I have my guitar going into a Joranalogue RX2, which is really just a preamp, and from there, that's going into the fixed filter bank, which I'm only using the envelope filter. I haven't even used the audio output of this thing, but the audio output lets you adjust the levels of each individual band, and you can also CV it, so you can really manipulate just individual frequencies if you want. So anyway, this is going out to the Pulsar-23 bass module, which is one of the noises you hear when you hear the sample of what I did. Another one is going to the CV of the bell. So a certain frequency, will manipulate the 2 HP bell, or tell it when to be louder, softer, or whatever. And then this envelope is going to the Pulsar-23 also, which is going to the hi-hat portion of it. And then I also have the hi-hat portion being modulated by the Quad LFO, which the Quad LFO, like I said before, is being clocked by this guy, which is being controlled by my guitar. So all the noises that you hear in the sample are being controlled by whatever I'm doing on the guitar, whether it be the frequency of what I'm playing. You'll notice that the higher notes trigger this noise. The lower notes are geared more for triggering the hi-hat, which is being modulated by the clock source. And the bell is another frequency more in the middle. So that's about it. So the UniSyn, what I have is I have my guitar plugged straight into the UniSyn, and there's a pre-out. So guitar's plugged straight in, then I have a pre-out, and then I have a splitter so that it will simultaneously run to into my Eurorack, and at the same time it's running out to my VOX AC4. And VOX AC4, I also have a Philosopher's Tone, Pigtronics. And that's it. This is my first big patch to have multiple things happen at the same time and at different frequencies and different time adjustments as I play. So hopefully I continue with newer and better things from here. Thanks.